Bonjour, ni hao.
Welcome back to the Gaymeboyz channel.
I'm Johnny.
And I'm Tim.
And we're here with a review!
So this is called the Date Box by Happily. And we've seen a few videos of people kind of doing the date on camera. And we just kind of felt like we wanted to have fun with it and actually like enjoy the time and not like have to like talk to the camera and film and stuff. So we're actually doing this as a review
versus an unboxing,
yeah,
or an actual date. This date box, we will link all the information to Happily below, but this box is actually $20 a month, and that includes shipping. It was actually $20.04. So while date box is not entirely customizable, they did ask us some questions, like if we like conversation, if we like being active, if we like cooking.
Creative,
yes,
if you are adventurous, that kind of stuff. So
we filled that out in advance of our date. So we did this date to celebrate our 5th anniversary because if you didn't know, we were supposed to be in Paris and Disneyland Paris for anniversary, and I will link that surprise video above and below. But we decided to still celebrate in our own way. And we got our first Dately box.
So we did this on our actual anniversary. And it's actually the perfect box for this quarantine right now because you can't really go on a real date, so like having the date items to have in your home is perfect.
So the theme of this box was love is a game that two can play and both can win. This date was all about having fun and reconnecting with each other and talking. So when you open the box, there were a bunch of different like communication cards, of note cards, and date prep. And fundamentally, there were 3 parts to the date. The first was a love song scavenger hunt, which was super fun.
That was fun. So for copyright reasons, we can't play the actual songs, but we actually had some kind of like similar or like songs that jammed off each other. These are the actual categories from the scavenger hunt that you had to do. I actually saved my answers into a playlist.
Me too.
So it's like we could always kind of remember like the fun date we had. And yeah, we will list some of the songs we included here just because it was so nostalgic and it was like very great date conversation.
To remember like songs that we heard when on road trips together, or that we would hear incessantly. You know when you go on a vacation and you just hear the same song and it becomes the theme for that vacation. So having that play in the background was super fun. They gave you a fancy popcorn making kit in this like really cute drawstring bag. Like I said, for $20, their packaging is on point. And included all the ingredients that you needed. I took a picture of them before we did it. And we chose to make the kettle corn sweet and salty popcorn versus the cookies and cream. We just ate the Oreos. But it was good.
It has kind of like the recipe here for the sweet and salty, and then the one for the cookies and cream. I don't know, cookies and cream just sounded kind of odd.
Yeah.
And we like just had dinner, so like it was just like a nice background snack.
So as we were listening to our playlist and munching on popcorn, they included this game called Roll of the Dice, and it was kind of like, what's Yahtzee?
Yeah, ish.
Yeah.
Kind of like poker also, in a way.
Yeah, we also made it harder. Like, we read the rules and we're like, this isn't that it wasn't not fun, it was just really like too easy. So like we won't go through all of how to play because that's just not fun, but it was just like a game of rolling dice and trying to like get certain dice to add up to thing, and they came with
so you had to like match them so they would hit the right number.
Yeah.
So like I'll show just a couple. So like this one, if you decided to choose this one, you'll have to kind of get something to plus or minus to equal 4.
And then you would get points for the cards. It was a cute game.
And then you would get, the points that you would get on this.
And they included all of the dice. And we played it all the way through. It was like, I would say all in all, this date was probably like 90 minutes to 2 hours, which is like, I think, a great date length. Like,
yeah,
we were very mindful of not being on devices and just being with each other, which is again another reason why we didn't want to shoot it in real time and just review it later. But it was a fun game and we laughed. Spoiler alert: Tim did win. I think you like really won too. Like you like cleaned house. And then they had this other
custom
games. One of them was this like icebreaker thing, which wasn't really great for us because we're married.
Yeah. It was like a Q&A kind of like
what was the best movie you've seen recently? Like it was, I think if you were in a different point of your relationship.
Or if you're a boyfriend and girlfriend or like on like your first couple of dates, it would be better.
And this other one was Risk It All, which I really didn't understand. But what was most fun, and just like the dice game, I think that I like the ability in this date box to kind of adapt it for us and what worked for you and me, and we made it more competitive and we made it just more fun. And so
it was like a scavenger hunt type of game.
Yeah, it was like find a breakfast food, find something small in your house, and you had to like look at its retail value. But what we did in typical Gaymeboyz fashion is we turned it into a Funko scavenger hunt.
Yes. And it was perfect. It was so much fun. So, like, you know how we've done our Funko Guess Who. If you haven't seen it, we'll link it above. But this was kind of more like we played it as pick the Funko Pop you think is worth the most money. That has to do with all of these clues.
So, like, something a child would play with, I used our Rex Funko Pop from Toy Story, and that had a retail value of $60 on the Funko Pop app. So, which one did you put for that one?
We actually had the same answer. That's funny. That's the only one, though.
I, like, vintage item used Lucille Ball. Like, it was super fun.
Yeah.
What was your final, after all of the categories? Tim also beat me in this, too.
Mine was $530.
And my total Funko retail value was only $242. I had pops that were like $4. Tim's were always...
I kind of thought about it, like, because we have a lot of the rare ones, like Lotso Bear and the Pillsbury Doughboy and Tony the Tiger, Madame Leota. So
what's funny is for an item you might read, we both put drag queen Funko Pops.
Yeah, so we'll insert our little answer keys here because this was a lot of fun. This is actually a game that we would probably play on our own again someday and just like, I don't know, maybe look up different like templates of like clues or have someone like do it for us. So I think that would be a lot of fun because I think it would have been entertaining for you guys to watch us do that because it was a lot of fun actually doing it.
It was a really good date, and I think that like it was a lovely way to adapt this to make it more fun for us.
For you!
For you!
Final thoughts, thumbs up or thumbs down?
I would say thumbs up. There are different varieties, so they don't give you the same thing every time. So like we've seen ones where it's like they give you things to make like wall art out of and you like paint and stuff while you're like baking like cupcakes or like
A cake pop. Yeah, I think
yeah.
they did cake pops on that one, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, we're excited. We did get one more. So we'll be doing that probably while we're quarantined still.
Comment below if you want us to do a review on that box too, and we might come with you with a second Happily Date Box review. If you want to play Funko Price is Right with us, also comment below.
Yes. Because we do have a lot of Funkos to choose from, and many probably on the way.
True story. But it was a really nice way just to have a guided date for our anniversary. And I think that's ultimately what I think my final thought on this is that it's a really good base of like ideas of like a way to think about like what you could do on a date together. Would I need to do this same date again? Probably not.
No.
But for $20, that's cheaper than the cost of a movie, like movie
Or
snacks.
dinner.
Or dinner out, right?
Yeah.
So like, it was definitely a really different thing to do to celebrate our anniversary, and kind of was a unique celebration that was just a nice way to reconnect in a different way that we might have thought of ourselves.
Yes, totally. So we will link everything for this company down below if you wanted to check them out for yourselves. And yeah, let us know your overall thoughts and opinions on this box. And Tati said she liked it too because we left her alone for a couple hours.
And Tati says, also, if you like this video, please take a moment to give it a like. And if you're not a subscriber, we would love for you to consider hitting that subscribe button so you will be notified of future unboxings, Disney, game, and lifestyle related content. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for joining us. And until next time, take care. Bye.
Bye.